Hi everyone. Tactical tip. When you play matches, of course, there's many different ways to win matches. You know, if you're simply just more consistent than your opponent, you're going to beat them. If you're playing somebody at a higher level or somebody who's as good as you are, you're going to have to either hit a bit bigger than they do, or you're going to have to hit a bit earlier than they do if you're more or less at the same level. So the only way to take time away from your opponent is to hit the ball a little bit harder than they do, or hit the ball earlier than they do. Hitting the ball harder is not that easy because it takes a lot of time and a lot of practice to speed your racket up and be consistent. Hitting the ball earlier is also a challenge, but it's maybe a little bit easier than hitting the ball bigger. So what I suggest you do is start to practice a little bit, not just from behind the baseline, but also moving closer to the baseline and even a little bit inside the baseline if you're playing at that level. You know, if you're a 4.0, 4.5 level player, you should be able to take balls a little bit earlier. What I mean by that is, you can let the ball bounce and come down to your strike zone. So you can let the ball bounce there and wait for it to come down to your strike zone. Remember, we always want to hit in our strike zone. Or you can hit the ball before it gets out of your strike zone. So of course, there's a huge advantage to that. Watch the professional players. That's what they try to do, because at that level, everybody can play. So how do you really take your opponent's time away? You play a little bit earlier than they do. So now if I wait back here, of course, the ball is going to come down to my strike zone and you'll have plenty of time to prepare from that side. But if I step up and I hit the ball as it's rising into my strike zone, now all of a sudden you don't have that much time to respond, just because I'm playing earlier than you do.
Ian is now available for OTI private lessons in Boca Raton, Florida. When you work with Ian, you get state-of-the-art instruction according to the OTI methodology with instant video feedback on the court. If you want to take your game to the next level with private lessons, simply click the link inside this video for all the details.